Good day, ladies and gents, this is Leo from the Yu-Gi-Oh! Roundup, and I'll be rounding up this week's Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG, OCG, and Master Duel news. All sources will be linked in the description below. Thank you YG Organization for continuing to report all things Yu-Gi-Oh! And the translators for allowing players to continue to theorycraft new support ahead of the TCG schedule. We appreciate all the work you've done for the Yu-Gi-Oh! Community. Disclaimer, I will only be covering news in relation to Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG, OCG, and Master Duel formats, as we do not have an official TCG Rush Duel format, and all merchandise and anime related news will be omitted from this roundup. These videos are more so about getting people up to speed on the latest Yu-Gi-Oh! Physical card game news of the week, so I'll only be highlighting a few key cards from any of the new card reveals. First, I recommend you make your own opinion of the new reveals after reading what the rest of the new revealed cards do. Without further ado, let's begin the news roundup. Apology for the late upload, with this uploading a day after the week of the 3rd of April. The Easter holidays have been pretty hectic for me personally, but I also got the chance to partake at my local's Easter Winter Box event, and we'll get around to talking about my results, deck profile, and time at the event in a later video. Be on the lookout for that later this week. Starting the week off, we have a new Hole card for the Trap Tricks to play around with, Wipe Out Trap Hole. This is a normal trap which does the following. When your opponent summons a monster or monsters with 1500 or less attack, banish that monster or monsters with 1500 or less attack face down. Not bad, banishing face down is always a good way to remove a card, as some banished players cannot utilize these cards. It's a good card, I think it can be used together with Banlist Trap Hole as well thanks to this. We have some product art for the next speed duel product, Streets of Battle City. Nothing new, looks about as intended. We have confirmation of this year's Mega Tins, this time in the form of the 25th anniversary tin, Dueling Heroes. This time around we'll be getting 2 Prismatic Secret Rares and a Quarter Century Secret Rare in every tin. So in total we'll be getting 6 Prismatic Secrets, 6 Ultras, 3 Supers, 3 Rares, and 36 Commons per tin. With a bonus Quarter Century Secret Rare, which will be one of the 16 monsters used by Dueling Heroes, which I assume will be the anime protagonists and villains, which is nice. The sets they confirmed to be in this Mega Tin set are Battle of Chaos, Dimension Force, Dark Wing Blast, Tactical Masters, the Grand Creators, and more. Funny that they didn't mention Power of the Elements. I'm assuming the Elements did get nuked by the Banlist, and that just sounds like Sprite might get nuked in the future to not mention their set. Curious to see what other sets are included. This 25th anniversary tin, Dueling Heroes, will be coming out on the 8th of September 2023. We have a new card coming from Duelist Nexus in the form of Monarch support. Wow, I never thought I'd see the day. Here we have Festalus, the Shadow Firestorm Monarch, a level 10 fire pyro effect monster. It has 3000 attack and 1000 defense. You can tribute summon this card by tributing one monster your opponent controls, and one tribute summon monster you control. Okay, Monarchs now have a way to spot remove a problematic monster. That's pretty good. If this card is tribute summoned, you can banish one random card from your opponent's hand. If you do, inflict 1000 damage to the opponent. Then, if this card was tribute summoned by tributing a level 8 or higher monster, you can banish one card on the field, and if it is a fire or dark monster, inflict damage equal to its original level times 200. This is actually really cool. It still retains his hand rip effect, but he now has the ability to just banish any card on the field if he was tribute summoned with a level 8 monster. Only issue I see is that searching it is going to be a pain, considering that Monarchs have specific attack and defense stat lines that they search, so I wonder if there will be future support in the future, which will make it easy to add these crazy combination of Monarchs. I do like the aesthetic they are going with combining Caius and Festalus with this one. Anime fans rejoice! The Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG have confirmed we are also getting Seto Kaiba's briefcase that was released in Japan last year. It will come with Kaiba's free Blue Eyes White Dragon, a pre-constructed deck, and the briefcase itself. The Blue Eyes will be printed in Prismatic Secret Rare, and the deck will have 58 cards, which will include 3 cards that came from the manga: Magical Trick Mirror, Attack Guidance Armor, and Life Shaper. This is a limited print to order item, so keep an eye out when pre-orders launch and get your life savings ready. Duelist Nexus support ain't slowing down, because we got a bunch of Visa Starfrost supports coming through with 7 new cards, with 2 effect monsters, 1 synchro monster, 2 spells, 1 normal and 1 field, and 2 trap cards, 1 normal and 1 continuous. The card I want to highlight is the Synchro Vasis Amritara, a level 8 Light Warrior Synchro Tuner effect monster with 2500 attack and 2100 defense. You can make this with 1 plus Tuner and 1 Light monster. This name becomes Visa Starfrost while it's in the monster zone. If this card is synchro summoned, you can add 1 spell or trap that mentions Visa Starfrost from your deck to your hand. During the main phase, you can destroy 1 monster you control. Also, for the rest of this turn, all synchro monsters you control will gain 800 attack. Attack gain is fine, but the search for a spell or trap that mentions Visa Starfrost is very good. You can add a bunch of spells and traps ranging from the Scareclaws, the Elements, Cashiers, and Monoderms, along with Vicious Astral related cards, basically allowing you to run a small Visa engine in the related themes. The structure will be helpful, and you can make VC's tune into higher level synchros since it itself is a tuner, so potentially be able to make a Baron or any other useful synchros that will benefit generically. Good support nonetheless for the Visas lore. Hell yeah, babe, we got our Duelist of Explosions information coming right out with Saltburner leading the pack off with his brand spanking new Salamangreat monster, and he even gets a new playmat in OCG. Can't wait to see what the support we get for Salamangreat and its battling boxes. Okay, all jokes aside, the battling boxes support that was announced here was actually pretty substantial to them. Currently we get 3 new effect monsters, 2 new Xyz monsters and a new trap card, with potentially a spell card still yet to be revealed. I would like to highlight their new Xyz monster, Battling Boxer King Dempsey. This card is basically a walking Hajime no Ippo reference. Look at the Dempsey roll, man, even got the jet engine that Ippo makes the sounds of in the anime. So cool. Anyways, this card is a rank 4 Fire Warrior Xyz monster with 2300 attack and 1800 defense, requiring 2 level 4 monsters. Oh boy, it's generic. You can only use the first and second effects of this card's name once per turn. If this card is special summoned, oh hell no, this is already good. You can take 1 level 4 or lower Fire Warrior monster or 1 battle and boxing spell or trap card from your deck and either add it to your hand or send it to the graveyard. Quick effect, you can detach 1 material from your Xyz monster, and if you do, your opponent cannot target battle and boxer monsters you control with card effects this turn. Holy hell, this can generically send any Fire Warrior monster to the grave or add it to your hand, if anyone was going to want to play around this. The target protection is actually not bad, since all of your battling boxer monsters, which if you are playing an Imperial battling boxer deck, this shouldn't be a problem. Solid protection from targeting, which leads us to one of the new effect monsters, Battling Boxer Uppercutter, who King Dempsey can make use of its effects via detaching. This is a level 4 Fire Warrior effect monster with 1600 attack and 200 defense. You can use one of the first and second effect of this card's name per turn and only once that turn. If this card is normal or special summon, you can add 1 Battling Boxer monster or 1 counter trap from your deck to your hand, except Battling Boxer Uppercutter. If this card is sent to the graveyard by card effect, you can activate one of these effects. Special summon 1 Battling Boxer monster from your graveyard, except Battling Boxer Uppercutter, or set 1 counter trap from your graveyard. This is insane, as this will search for any Battling Boxer or a counter trap, which gives us access to Assault counter, Flamvel counter, Gemini counter, Jolt counter, Last counter, and Battling Boxing Cross counter. The new Battling Boxing Cross counter is honestly amazing, since it's a monster effect negate that also doubles as a special summon of an Xyz monster. But Flamvel counter is also not a bad choice, since it's a spell or trap negate by banishing a 200 defense fire monster from the graveyard, which Uppercutter is. Battling Boxers receive some crazy support with Duelist of Explosions, and I'm excited to hear more about the Salamangreat support and the remaining unannounced archetype as well. Master Duel has confirmed that tier elements are coming, and with that, a quick balance for them before they wreak havoc. Tier elements Kid Cutlass and Primeval Planet Perlareno have been limited to 1, and tier elements Havness, Merly, and Sharon have been limited to 2 prior to their release. They don't want another tier 0 format, huh? We have also got our Killer Potatoes monster effect. This is a level 4 Dark Plant effect monster with 1400 attack and 1100 defense. This card on the field is destroyed by a card effect and sent to the graveyard. You can special summon 1 Dark monster 1500 or less attack from your deck in attack position, except for Killer Potato! So this isn't a hard once per turn, or even a soft once per turn, and is basically a card effect destruction version of Mystic Tomato, which isn't a bad thing. Curious to see how this will turn out, because I have a gut feeling that we might get some funky FTKs potentially. 3 new alternate rares are coming right through for the TCG OTS Tournament Pack 22. Branded Fusion will be one of the 3 new alternate rares coming to OTS Tournament Pack 22, coming to stores on 19th July 2023. Now this is cool and all, but man is Australia getting shafted. We still haven't even got our OTS Tournament Pack 21 in our OTS yet. Come on Konami, pick up the slack on this. Rant over, but this is always exciting to see which cards get the alternate rare. Branded Fusion has already got amazing art, so seeing it pop with the alternate rare falling is going to be awesome. Can't wait to see it. To end off the week, we have another new card for Duelist Nexus. Sleipnir the Runic Mane, a level 9 light beast fusion monster with 1500 attack and 1500 defense. It requires 2 runic monsters. Let's be real, you don't actually fusion summon this. And you can only use the first and second effect of this card's name each once per turn. During your main phase or your opponent's battle phase, quick effect, you can target 1 face-up monster they control, banish it, and discard until the end phase. If your opponent adds a card from the deck to your hand, you can special summon 1 runic token in attack position.
The quick spot removal is not bad at all. Sure, during the opponent's turn you can only really do it during the battle phase, but you may be able to stop an OTK from happening if you do this. The token generation is definitely linking the generator archetype with Runic, as the tokens have the exact same stat lines of each other. I'm curious to see how they will link these two archetypes together. Sleipnir is Odin's steed, or in this case, Har's steed, and Loki's child. Loki gave birth to the horse. Oh, I'm sorry, who said what now?
And that's a wrap. Thank you all for watching or listening to this video. I appreciate that you reached the end of this video. If you like these quick news roundup, please subscribe and hit the notification bell if you want more of this. And I will speak with you all in the next roundup.